Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Spend the Day with Me video. Today we are going to start out with my 5 a.m. morning routine, and I am going to be working from home today, so I'm just taking you with me throughout my day and sharing with you what I do in the mornings to get ready before I start work. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am a full-time working mom with 2 kids, and I like to share lots of content on this channel that is hopefully motivational and inspirational. I really try, even when I'm working from home, to get up in the morning before my workday and get ready. It just helps me feel more put together and be a lot more productive throughout the day. This morning, I am washing my face with the Is Clinical Cleansing Complex. This is a really great face wash. I've been using it over the past month and I've been very satisfied with it. After I get out of the shower, I'm going to do a quick tan on my legs. I'm using this Kula tan mist and I really like it. If you're fair-skinned like me, sometimes it's hard to find a self-tanner that doesn't leave you like orange or streaky, but this one works really well because it's just a super light mist. You can apply it with a mitt and the tan is very subtle, so it looks very natural. So I did go ahead and wash my hair today, but since I'm not going anywhere, I'm not going to style it. Right now, I'm just putting some conditioning mousse in it, and then I'm going to brush that through and get started on my skincare routine for this morning. I want to give a big thank you to Premier Look for sponsoring today's video, and I am starting out my routine after I get out of the shower with this Is Clinical White Lightening Serum. So I've been using this serum over the past 4 to 6 weeks, and I do struggle with some uneven skin tone on my face, and this particular serum is sort of a blend of anti-aging and exfoliating and resurfacing agents, so it will help even your skin tone as well as reduce fine lines and wrinkles. So I've talked more recently in some of my videos about how I am developing more of a regimented skincare routine for myself, and as I get older and closer to 40, it's more important for me to make sure that I'm taking good care of my skin. If you guys are not familiar with Premier Look, they are a certified retailer of medical grade skincare and beauty products. So there are over 50 skincare and beauty brands available on their website, and they are not for over-the-counter one-size-fits-all products. So they really have the very best medical grade skincare products available. They also have dermatologists and estheticians on staff to vet products and answer any questions that you have. So that's definitely a benefit to their site over some others. So definitely shopping on Premier's website is better than buying from discount retailers because you know that you're getting quality and you can have confidence in the results that you're going to get. One thing that's great about their website is each item shows all of the benefits of each product as well as all of the ingredients, and definitely take advantage of their site and ask questions if you have any questions about any of the products and what is right for your skin type. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the products that I got from Premier Look, and they are all the Is Clinical products. I read up a lot on this brand and I really was excited to try these products, and I can definitely say since I've been using them over the last month, I have been loving them. Premier Look is also offering my viewers 15% off on their website, which is super awesome. So if you guys want to take advantage of that 15% off coupon code, you can check out the link in my description box below for their site and use code GEN15 at checkout to save 15%. For all the specific products that I used in today's video, which were the Is Clinical Cleanser, the Youth Intensive Cream, the White Lightening Serum, as well as the Tanning Mist you can get on Premier Look's site as well. I'll have all of those specific products linked in the description box below if you're interested in those. So after I did my skincare, I am going to go ahead and put my makeup on. Even though I'm not planning on going anywhere today, I always do try to get up and not only do my skincare routine, but put makeup on, because it just helps me feel a little bit more put together for the day, and I feel like I can be a little bit more productive. Plus, it's nice in the morning to just kind of sit down and do a little self-care. I usually either listen to a podcast, listen to the news, or watch a class or some videos on YouTube. I'm always multitasking no matter what I'm doing during the day, trying to get more than one thing done at once. And so that's definitely something that I try to do in the mornings to not only just set the tone for the day, but also use my time wisely. Okay, so here is my comfy outfit for the day. I'm just wearing some capri leggings as well as this super comfy mauve, I guess it's like a pink colored hooded sweatshirt. I love it. I'll link both of these items down below if I can find them. So now it's about 6 a.m. and I have about half an hour before I have to get started working. So I'm just going to open all the shades. I always love to get my day started with opening our shades in the living room. Typically I sit at the dining room table and work, and so I like to just be able to look out the front of the house and kind of see what's going on. Now I'm going to let our dog out. His name is Murphy. He is a yellow lab and he is 5 years old. We do have an invisible fence in our yard, so he is able to just run around and do his thing, and we don't have to worry about him getting out. While he's outside, I'm going to go ahead and make some coffee for myself. I am using my Nespresso on the cold frothing function, and I'm going to add some oat milk to that, as well as just a dash of cinnamon. And then I'm going to use some stevia drops. These are English toffee flavored, and you just need a little bit. They're really good if you want to add some sweetness and some flavor to your coffee without adding any calories. So today I'm opting to actually do an iced coffee instead of a hot coffee. I kind of like to switch it up, and even though it was raining today and a little bit dreary outside, I've been really liking to do the Starbucks cold brew, and then I put the cold foam on top of it with the oat milk and the cinnamon, and it is so good. It's like a copycat Starbucks cold foam drink. I would definitely recommend trying it. So I have a few minutes before I have to get started on my actual job, and so I always like to take this time to work on something for YouTube or that type of related work. I always just try to maximize my time during the day in small pockets of time, trying to get things done for my multiple jobs when I have time. So it is 6:30 now, and I'm going to get started on my regular work. It rained all day today, which was actually sort of relaxing to look outside and see the rain. So now it is about 9:30, and I'm going to get some breakfast for myself. Today I'm just going to fix an English muffin, and then I'm going to have some yogurt with fruit on the side. Okay, so here is my breakfast, just an English muffin with a little bit of peanut butter and jelly. And I had some of this Chobani Greek yogurt. This is the milk chocolate and cream, which is really good. And I just sliced some strawberries on top. So I'm just going to get back to work. while I eat that. I am terrible about working while I eat, regardless of whether I'm at work or at home. Let me know if you guys also work through your lunch, or if you're good about actually sort of disconnecting and sitting down and eating your lunch. I know I'm terrible at that, and probably a lot of people are as well. So my husband Adam is actually also working from home right now. He has an office in the basement, and so that's where he is. It has been so much better for us to work apart during the day, even though we love each other very much. I just feel it's more healthy for our marriage to work apart. So it was about this time that my son Connor got up, and so I just fixed him breakfast really quick. He wanted just egg and cheese on some toast, so like a quick little breakfast sandwich. I have this little microwave egg cooker, and if you don't have one of these, you should totally get one. I'll link the one I have down below. They're super inexpensive, and they are very convenient to make a quick breakfast sandwich during the week. We use it all the time. I'm also cutting him up some fruit on the side. I had a kiwi in the fruit bowl that I cut up, as well as some strawberries to go on the side of his breakfast sandwich. Okay, so now it is about noon and it's time for me to eat my lunch. This is what I'm having today. It is actually a chicken burrito bowl that I had meal prepped. So there is rice on the bottom, there's some black beans in there, some chicken breast, some corn, Monterey Jack cheese, and cilantro, and a squeeze of lime. And then there's also some dressing. It's basically just sour cream and salsa mixed together. So I poured that over the top after I heated it up. And this made a super quick lunch that was pretty healthy and pretty delicious. So it is now 3 o'clock and I have about an hour left to work for the day. So I'm just having a quick snack. I'm cutting up some cheddar cheese, and then I'm also going to cut up a green apple and have some turkey pepperoni on the side. I've been focusing more on trying to eat more fruits and vegetables throughout the day for my snacks, especially fruits. I'm someone that, especially for fresh produce, I gravitate more towards veggies, but I've been trying to eat more fruit and succeeding in that, so that has been good. Okay, so after I got done working, I worked on YouTube for a little bit, and then around 5 o'clock it was time to make dinner. We usually try to eat around 6, and so that's typically what I aim for. So tonight I'm going to be making some panko crusted tilapia along with some roasted butternut squash. And so I'm starting out by just putting my squash on a baking tray that I lined with parchment paper. There are some larger chunks in there, so I'm just going to cut those in half to make sure that the whole tray roasts evenly, and then I'll just drizzle those with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast those in the oven. I'm also going to be making some zucchini fries in the air fryer. I've never done these before, but they turned out so good. My kids weren't huge fans of them, but Adam and I really like them. For the zucchini fries, I beat up an egg with a little bit of water in a big bowl, and this is what I'm going to use to adhere the breadcrumbs to my zucchini fries. So I'm just taking this zucchini and cutting it into sticks. Make sure that you cut these into smallish chunks and try to cut them as evenly sized as you can so that they cook evenly in the air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, I'm sure that you could make these in the oven on just like a high heat setting. I'm sure it would work just as well. So I tossed the zucchini around in the egg and water mixture, and then in a Ziploc bag, I am adding some panko breadcrumbs, some grated Parmesan cheese, some salt and pepper, and I'm just going to get that mixed up. And then I'll take the zucchini that's coated in the egg, put it into the Ziploc bag with the breadcrumb cheese mixture, shake that around and put it in the basket of the air fryer. I did coat the bottom of the air fryer with a little bit of canola oil spray just to make sure that they didn't stick. And then after I put them in there, I sprayed the top with a little bit of canola oil spray as well. Next, I'm going to get started on the tilapia. So I just have some tilapia fillets that I cut in half. I'm going to season these with salt and pepper on both sides. And then the breadcrumb mixture for the tilapia is similar, basically just panko breadcrumbs mixed with some Parmesan cheese. Put that on top of the fish and bake it in the oven. This would be really good with other types of fish too. Anything you have on hand or can find in the grocery store would be good. Before I put the breadcrumb mixture on, I'm just grating a little bit of lemon zest over the fish. Don't skip that step because it does make it really, really good. So after I topped the fish, I just sprayed it with a little bit of cooking spray, and then I'm going to get those into the oven to cook. You can see that the butternut squash are in there roasting. And here's what the zucchini fries look like when they come out of the air fryer. I would definitely recommend trying these, but if you try them, make sure that you serve them with some marinara sauce on the side to dip. I think that that makes them so much better. I mean, they're decent as zucchini fries, but I feel like the marinara sauce on the side, it takes it over the top. So here is the panko crusted tilapia that I made, the zucchini fries. Adam and I were just kind of snacking on those as I fixed dinner. Here's the roasted butternut squash. And then I also just made a pot of Alfredo noodles for the kids to have on the side since they weren't all that enthused about the zucchini fries. All right, so it's after dinner now, and I actually had some clean dishes in the dishwasher that I had to put away before I could load the dirty ones. So that's what I am doing here, just getting those put away, and then I can go ahead and do the dinner dishes. I don't know about you guys, but I actually really kind of enjoy cleaning up my kitchen after we eat. It's just a time for me to sort of be by myself and just sort of do a mindless task. And I usually either watch some videos on YouTube or listen to a podcast. And so to me, it's just sort of relaxing, even though I'm still cleaning. So now I'm going to get the dishwasher loaded with all of the dirty dishes, and then I can move on to wiping down the counters, and I'm also going to get my stove wiped down tonight as well. If you guys have chef's knives in your collection that you use to cook with, make sure that you don't put those in the dishwasher. That will actually dull your knives faster than anything. So definitely I would recommend hand washing those. Also, don't let them soak in water for long periods of time. Just get them washed up and set out to dry. That's the best way to take care of them. I'm also going to scrub out my sink tonight as well. This was actually a night where I went ahead and just hand washed 100% of the dishes. I don't always do that. Sometimes I leave dishes in the sink, as I'm sure many of you do as well. It just depends on how much energy I have after I've made dinner and cleaned up the kitchen. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get started cleaning my stove. This was pretty dirty, so I went ahead and took everything apart, took the burners off and the grates and everything. I'm using the Cred Cutter spray to spray that on the stovetop to just loosen up any of the caked on food or grease that may be on there. And then I'm just using a microfiber cloth that I've soaked in hot water to clean that up. After that, I use a regular multi-surface cleaner, so like Mrs. Meyer's or anything that you have on hand. I like to use something with a good scent. And then after that, I actually use Windex to just kind of give the top of the stove like a streak-free shine. That's what works the best for me. And then for the back of the stove, which is stainless steel, I use the Wyman stainless steel cleaner. I actually use that on all of my stainless steel appliances in my kitchen. It's the best thing that I have found. And I know I've talked about this before, but I prefer cooking with gas. And so even though it's more of a pain to clean, it's worth it for me to have a gas stove in my kitchen.
I can hear the silence as I'm walking by. Everyone's so quiet. I know the reason why.
Okay, so last task in the kitchen cleanup is to get my island wiped off. So I'm just doing a quick clean tonight with a hot microfiber cloth and some multi-surface spray, just making sure that I wipe up any of the food and crumbs from dinner. So I'm actually going to go upstairs here in a little bit and share with you guys some letters that I got from my P.O. box. But first, I'm going to make a coffee with my beloved Nespresso machine. Yes, I am making decaf. So this is just decaf with some oat milk foamed up with some cinnamon and a little bit of that English toffee syrup. All right, so it's currently about 8:15 and I just got done helping Connor take a bath. Kira is in the shower right now. I really messed up my decaf coffee. I'm kind of irritated with myself because I think I put too much of those stevia drops in it or too much cinnamon or something. It's like it's not good. So I don't know if I'm gonna make another one or just drink water, but I don't know. I just thought a coffee sounded good right now. Decaf, of course, because I'm trying to be better about not drinking caffeine at night and, you know, making sure I'm a grown up and I go to bed on time and all that good stuff. So I have some mail to share with you guys that I got from my P.O. box. Some of this I picked up within the last week, and some of it is probably from the last couple weeks. I don't have very many things to show, but I always like to share it with you guys because I appreciate it so much when you send me things, and I appreciate it when you send me cards and letters. I love reading them, and I don't know, it just makes me happy. I like mail, and I like sending cards back to you guys. So this is actually a ground meat separator, and the brand is Epicure. I've never seen this one before, but Sarah sent this to me, and it is different than the Pampered Chef one. She lives in Illinois. It says, "Jen, congratulations on reaching 100K subscribers. I've enjoyed watching your channel grow. It's nice to see another nurse being successful. I wanted to congratulate you by sending my new favorite kitchen essential. I've seen you use a similar product, but if you're like me, you'll love this one more." I'd love to hear what you think. And then she said, best wishes on your channel. Moving forward, I love your content and quote realness. So thank you so much, Sarah, for sending me this. I'm looking forward to trying this out. So I'll have to see if I like it better than the Pampered Chef one. It looks larger to me, so that might be good. So anyway, I'm sure you'll see me using that in a future video. Okay, and I mentioned this one a few videos back, but I don't think I gave a proper thank you. So Maria actually sent me, she actually reached out to me on Instagram and said, could she send me a few things that needed new homes? And so she sent me these training chopsticks for my kids, which they haven't used yet, but they're gonna have super fun time with, because chopsticks are always a big joke in our house. Adam kind of makes fun of me for using chopsticks, and I'm like the only one that knows how to use them properly. So my kids will definitely get a kick out of these. So thank you, Maria, for sending those. And then she also sent us this Apples to Apples card game. So if you guys have never played this, it's really fun. It's actually like, if you've played Cards Against Humanity, that's basically what it's like, but this is like the family version. And it was funny because we actually played it this past weekend, and Kira was very adamant that she had played that game before and she did not like it. It was boring. You know how preteens are, they already know everything and whatever. And so I was like, no, we're gonna play, we're gonna spend some time together as a family. And then after we got done, of course, you know, she was laughing and joking and everything, and I was like, did you have fun? So I was giving her a hard time about that. But anyway, we enjoyed it, and the kids definitely want to play again soon. We love board games, and we have a whole closet full of them, and I feel like we haven't played as often as we used to, so we need to get back into that. But thank you for sending those, we appreciate it. This card is from Deanne. She wrote me a note, and then she sent me a homemade card, which I always loved getting hand stamped cards. I love getting any cards, but hand stamped cards are like my jam, because I think I told you guys before, like way back in the day, I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That's kind of how I got started in paper crafting and scrapbooking and everything. I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I used to have like the card parties at my house, and people would come over and, you know, they'd pay $10 and make 4 cards and, you know, look through the catalog and all that stuff. So she sent me also a letter and said that she enjoys my channel. The favorite moment that she had was a haul video and you just got groceries. You spent a good deal more than you intended, and said you were going to get comments about it. You then looked straight at the camera and said something to the effect of, I promise you I am using my own money. It won't cost you anything, followed by a cheeky grin. I laughed out loud. So anyway, thank you so much for the letter, Deanne, and I appreciate the card that you sent. Oh, and here's also the funny thing. She said that the envelope was sealed with glue, not licked, which I thought was super cute. And then I also got a card from Hannah. She sent me cards before, and I think every time she sends me a card, if I'm remembering correctly, she sends it from a Trader Joe's card, which I love their cards. She said, congrats on hitting 100K. I enjoy your channel. She said she discovered my channel in 2018. Looking forward to seeing more YouTube success. Cheers, Hannah. Oh, and then she said last time she wrote me, she lived in California, but now she has since moved to Louisiana. Oh, wait. I don't know if she says LA, Louisiana, or LA, Los Angeles. So maybe she means LA, Los Angeles. Anyway, she said, if I ever come there for work, let's get together. Yes, let's do that. However, if COVID doesn't get under control, none of us are ever going anywhere ever again. Oh, I gotta finish this video too after I'm done doing this. Thank you, Hannah, for sending that card. I also got a card from Kathy, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe she has written me a card before. She also sent me a handmade card with this cute coffee cup on the front. This is also dry embossed, I assume with a Cuddle Bug or Big Shot or something similar. Yes, I know all the crafting lingo. And she sent me a $20 gift card to Starbucks, which is super nice, and you all don't need to do that kind of thing, but I surely appreciate it. She said, Jen, thanks for all you do. I enjoy watching you. I'm a recently retired respiratory therapist. She said she was a respiratory therapist for 44 years and retired. She likes to watch YouTube videos. She's been a stamper for 25 years. She doesn't scrapbook, doesn't seem like her thing. She also likes to sew and make quilts. Hope you enjoy this coffee card. P.S. I found a salad spinner at Costco. It was $24.99, so good for you. And Kathy lives in Minnesota, which is not far from me. So thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate that. And yes, I will use this I'll put this to good use, getting me some coffee sometime in the next couple of weeks. Okay, this one is from Kim, and she lives in Texas. And she wrote me a letter, and it was actually about something kind of personal, so I'm not going to read the letter, but I did want to acknowledge that she sent me a letter, and she said, this is funny, she lives in Paris, Texas, which I've heard of Paris, Texas before, and at the end of the letter she says, and yes, we have an Eiffel Tower with a big red cowboy hat on top. So I thought that was funny. Thank you for your letter, Kim, and I am planning on getting back to you this evening via email. She did include her email. She had a question to ask me, and I'll also send you a card back in the mail. Okay, and then next is a card that I got from Rachel, and she is from Salem, Oregon. I was just in Oregon last year, end of 2019, I went. It says, Jen, just wanted to write to you to let you know I've been watching your YouTube channel for a while and enjoy your meal prep videos. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, Rachel, for taking the time to write me a card. You can expect one back from me soon. Okay, and then the last one I have to share is actually a book. And this is a book called Lie in Wait, and the author is Eric Rickstad, which I believe is a pen name. And this is from Meredith, who lives in Vermont. She actually wrote me this in May, so I apologize that this is so long overdue. But I've had this on my desk for a little while, and I've just been waiting for a time to film it. She said, with the COVID-19 situation easing up, at least for the time being, she got to the post office to mail me a copy of her husband's new book. She said her husband writes dark, creepy, sometimes moody crime thrillers set in Vermont. He is a master storyteller and knows how to spin a true page turner, and he's a deft writer of characters, dialogue, and setting. He has 5 books out, his first published by Viking/Penguin, the other 4 published by HarperCollins. This year he was supposed to have a 6th book come out, but the publication date got pushed back due to COVID. I hope you enjoy Lie in Wait. It's one of my favorites of my husband's books. It gets pretty dark toward the end, but the protagonist is a female detective who's a working mom. I think my husband did a good job articulating the pressure she feels to balance the demand of a murder investigation with being a mother of 2 young kids. If you like the book, it'd be great if you could share it with your followers. We'd appreciate it. Stay well, Meredith. Yes, so thank you, Meredith, for sending that to me. I haven't started reading it yet. In fact, I haven't been doing much reading at all lately. Let me know if you guys like to read. How do you get time in to read? I know it's just not as simple as like just sit down and read, because it always seems like, you know, you always have something more pressing to do. You always have cleaning to do, or you always have work to do, or whatever. So, you know, one thing I thought about is maybe just, you know, set a timer and read for 15 minutes when I get in bed at night, because normally I get on my phone, and I know you're not supposed to do that and everything, but yes, I'm looking forward to reading this. These are actually the kind of books that I enjoy the most. I like thrillers and mysteries and fiction books. I'm not a huge reader of like self-help and nonfiction. I've tried before. If I'm gonna do like a self-help or a nonfiction book, I like to listen to it on audiobook, but for fiction books, I like reading paper, like actual regular books. So thank you guys so much for sending me all of that. I do appreciate it so much. And I hope that all of you are doing well, and you can expect a card back from me soon. So now I am going to finish the video that I worked on earlier today. You guys saw me working on it a little bit before I had to log into work this morning, and then I don't think I filmed this, but I actually worked on it a little bit. I got off work at like 4 today, and so when I got off between 4 and 5, or you know, between the time, what am I trying to say? Between the time that I got off work and the time that I started cooking dinner, I worked on this too. So it'll just take me probably about 30 minutes and I'll be done with it. All right, so it's almost 9:30 and I just got done with this voiceover. So I don't exactly know how long that took me. Why is it trying to focus on the typewriter? I'm actually a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna go down and get kind of like a little bedtime snack, something semi-healthy. I'm not gonna have ice cream or anything. I did pretty well today with my on-track eating. I'm trying to eat more fruits and vegetables and be more nutritious because apparently I'm anemic now and I've been deferred twice to give blood, and so I'm trying to get on the healthy eating train and take my iron supplements and be a good human and all that. So I don't know, I think I have some cut up veggies in the fridge. Maybe I'll have that.
I'm not gonna hide it, I'm not gonna lie. I know you can see it, what you got yourself into. What you got.
I know for a fact that there are probably 6 chargers in this house for Apple devices. Do you think that these kids can find a single one of them when it's time to go to bed? Nope, they cannot. All right, so I'm gonna take my makeup off and then I'm gonna go to bed. It is almost 10:30. I would have liked to be in bed closer to 10, but this is, oh, I'm just done. This is so funny how like kids know the same thing happens every night, and every night they try to drag it out. Like, you know what's coming. So I'll tell you what I normally do at night. So I have one of these makeup remover towels, these washable ones. I really like these a lot. So rather than like washing my face in the sink, and I always feel like I get water everywhere and everything, I just use a tiny drop, which you really only need a tiny drop of this is Clinical Cleansing Complex anyway. But then I just kind of wash my face with a tiny little bit, and then there's not that much soap on there, so I can just rinse it off with this. I'm tired. The best thing about sitting in this spot in the bathroom is when the air conditioner's on, there's a cold air vent. It's like right up there and it like blows right on my face, which is fantastic. I really need that in the morning because I always get hot when I'm straightening my hair and stuff. I feel like I'm breaking out, but next week is the week, so that would be right on target, right? Okay, and then I'm put on this white lightening serum, which, I mean, basically it's the same thing I did this morning. And I said, I think I told you this morning, this has like a little bit of a tingle, which I actually really like, but my complexion tends to be really uneven, like it's red in spots, and I'm starting to get a little bit of dark spots on my face, not a lot. And then I'm gonna put on the intensive cream. This stuff smells so good, like so good. I wish you could smell it. It's so citrusy. And I can't believe like how much you get in here. It's gonna last forever. All right, well, I washed my hair this morning. And I actually didn't even put any product in it today or anything, so I should be able to just use dry, look at it. I should just be able to use dry shampoo tomorrow and straighten it before work. So, okay, so I got my skin done. I'm gonna brush my teeth and then hop in bed. All right, guys, so thank you so much for spending the day with me today and letting me share my skincare routine with you. If you guys want 15% off at Premier Look, go ahead and check out the link in the description box below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.